you are so wonderful. Isn't it amazing they'd sing a song like that to me? That must have some intention in there about maybe who I am. What do you think, guys? Everybody in the studio is going puke. Okay, I'll be good. All right, now, so we're talking about steps 2, having a plan. Step 1 was you have to get your power back, all right? Step 2 is you have to have a plan for doing something with your power. Step 3 is you have to get committed. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going anywhere. If you don't believe in yourself, your circumstances or the newspaper or the beliefs of another will stop you, and you're going to have to be unstoppable. You know, like I told you about the bank cutting my line of credit in half. Let me tell you, I'm supposed to be going to some party tonight with all the bankers. I'm going to get up on stage and say, hey, what is this letter? I'm going to smoke them, and I'm not going to embarrass them. I'm going to say, hey, look, you know, I'm a human being. I'm out here and stuff, and you guys aren't taking care of me. You guys got to take care of me. I'm going to have a say. So you got that? And I'm not going to make anybody wrong. I'm not going to beat anybody up, but I am going to wake some people up, all right? So it's like that's what you've got to do. You've got to get fully committed to get what you want, have what you want, the way you want it. And if you can't, then you better subscribe to some other way of thinking, which is okay too. But you have to get out there and grow and learn, not just sit and complain, all right? So you got to make the commitment to be as powerful as you can, and it boils down to a few things. You have to choose every day, every minute, whether you're going to use your power or not. You've got to choose it every single day. You get up, you rock and roll. You got to be unstoppable. Take what you get. If you don't like what you get, go after it some more. You can allow your fear to run your life, or you can choose to act consistent with your power and head towards your goals and commitments with ease and speed, no matter what the world is throwing at you. And number 3, you have to absolutely choose to be the predominant creative power in your life, you know, or choose to shrink because of negative emotions. It is up to you. Notice I'm saying it's all a choice. Oh, got another caller? Who's on the line? Hello, this is Clay.
It's Frank.
Oh, hi, Frank.
Well, I like what you got to say there, but you kind of made the comment about a letter you got and dealing with those kinds of things, and it's like you play by the rules that they lay out, and you're going right along, and all of a sudden they change the rules, and it's how do you stay out of the frustration and try to stay into that creativity? Because I try to believe that there's always a way to get something done.
Yeah, okay.
But then when they change the rules, you know.
So first thing you have to give up is that the they is more powerful than you.
Okay.
That you got to give up, and that they won't hear you speak. See, most people, you know, when they want to change something, they send a letter and it just changes, and everybody just kind of surrenders and rolls over and say, well, they, you know, changed it and I can't do anything about it. I can do something about it. I've already been on the phone to the bank. They're already making arrangements to sit down and talk with me. They're already making arrangements to do some, you know, looking at the evaluations because it was a blanket letter that went out. There's all kinds of things being done that protects, you know, the money holders, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a money holder in my life, and without them, they wouldn't be as big as, without me, they wouldn't be as big as they are. So I'm going to stand up and say how I feel representing the masses. And they're going to learn out of me speaking, you know, what they need to do to, quite frankly, be who they need to be for the masses.
But the biggest mistake people make, of course, is they attack.
Well,
and that makes enemies, and that doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, so it's not. I could have called up the bank and say, "Who do you think you are?" Rah, 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 yelling, screaming, everything else, you know, or send my attorneys down there or do this other stuff, and that's not what needs to be done. Because every person I talked to always said the same thing. Well, gee, you'll have to call this number and talk to this person. I said, but no, see, you're my banker. I don't want to call and talk to that number or that person at that other place. You're my banker. I'm going to come to you with a problem like I've done for the last 10 years. So why do I need to go there? So respectfully, you have to do your homework and come to me. Yeah. I don't have to do your homework and come to me.
Right.
You got it?
Right.
Okay, and not like mean or vindictive or screaming or yelling. It's just, hey, you know, I've done my share. You know, my credit rating's 815. I'm not late on any of my bills. I put millions through that bank, and they're not going to cut my account in half just because I live in a certain area.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Mm-hmm. Okay, but the biggest point here, and I'm just using that as an example, the biggest point here is you have to stand tall and be committed to your greatness. And I don't mean that like be committed to someone's lack of greatness. It's like you have to stand tall, you have to commit, you have to believe in yourself, You have to have a plan for where you're going, and you got to go get it. And that's really what I'm talking about. And the next step in this conversation is you have to build your team. And I want my bank to be a part of my team. I don't want my bank to be the enemy. Can you hear that?
Uh-huh.
So you got to stand up, sit down with people and shoot straight and take what you get. And if you're not getting what you need to speak differently or speak to a different person.
And threats don't work either, because that's the same tactic. That's the same negative. That's the same negative tactic.
No, yeah. You're kind of.
Or I'll take my business elsewhere, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's not going to accomplish a thing.
No. Threaten people. It makes it easy for them to walk away. If you're really nice and smile and speak logically and with respect, they can't walk away. You can't make them bad enough to walk away, so they have to deal with you.
Especially when you say to them, "I want you a part of my team."
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's no different if you think about this. What do you think it would be like to be a peace officer and you want to cool out a family that's in a fight? You understand? You got to go in and you got to calmly speak and just, hey, you guys separate for a while. I'll go over here and find out what's going on from this side. Then I'll come back over and talk to you, and then we'll put it together. And really what they're doing is they're putting time in between the combatants so people can just cool off and be who they are. And that's essentially what's happening in America today. We're putting time in between the combatants so the great people of America can get it together, put the plan together, and resolve this financial issue.
And that'll be you and me.
That's correct.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Wow, what a great call. Now, how much time I got in this segment?
You've got about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. So let's get on to number one point was you have to commit to reclaiming your power. Absolutely commit to reclaiming your power, okay? And then there's the 80-20 conversation. Quit living in the 20% of the stuff that your mind makes up and live in the 80% of the greatness of your life. And how do you figure out what that is? You make a list of all the great things you've done. And 3, you have to get committed to have your life work no matter what. You have to be committed to yourself. You have to be committed to your greatness. You have to be committed to your plan, all right? And you have to believe in you, all right? You have to get up and choose every single day, every single minute, all right? With every breath you take, all right? You have to be committed to have what you say you want. All right, now number 4, you have to build a team because, look, if you could get to where you're going by yourself, you'd be there already. You'd already know what to do, all right? So building a team, just like I said to that last caller, I'm going to have my banker be on my team. I'm not going to have my banker be the adversary. I'm going to have my banker be with me, not against me, okay? So when you get back, I'm going to talk about what it is to be unstoppable and then how to really put things together in a very loving, nice, logical, powerful way, okay? So you're listening to Clay Nelson on Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. We are rocking today. So get on back here. I got more for you.